Welcome back. So today's video is going to be about on how to negotiate some of your bills and save some extra cash each month or each year. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. First bill we're going to be focusing on is your credit card bills. The first thing that you can do is try to reduce your APR. If you are a loyal customer and you are in good standing, then you might be eligible for an interest rate reduction. Now, I'm not promising you that, but you do have to work for it. I suggest you to call customer service, explain to them that you have always been a decent customer, explain that you have been with them for years, things like that. So it's a chance definitely to take because, the only thing that they can do is say yes or no. So if I was you and you are dealing with a high interest rate, call for an interest rate reduction. You might be eligible for it. Remove a late fee. Now, this is pretty easy. Again, if you are a good, loyal, standing customer. If you have a couple of late fees, more than 3 or 5, this might not work for you, but if this is your first late fee and you have been with this credit card company for a good 5 to 6 years and you are always in good standing, always pay your payments on time or just pay them outright, which is what I do. And again, this happens to the best of us, even if we are those people that pay our bills on time and do everything correctly. But there are some days where we forget, or maybe there was like a schedule mix-up and you forgot to pay that one bill, which was your credit card, and then you get slammed with a late fee. So your best bet is to call them, see if they can remove that, or see if you can work out a deal with them. The best thing to do is to call and not give up. If the first rep is rude and doesn't want to help you, hang up, call a different rep. What my boyfriend actually taught me was to rep shop. I would never believe this. I would always deal with that first person I was on the phone with, and I was like, you know what, I'll just pay it. They were so rude. They weren't even trying to help me out, and he would always be like, call again. You'll get a different person on the phone. So now that's what I do. If the first person doesn't help me, then I will ask to speak to someone else, or I'll hang up and call again and get someone else. There's so many different reps that are answering the phone, so you're bound to get a nice person that will help you waiver your late fee. And the last thing when it comes to negotiating your bill is to maybe switch your credit card company that you have right now to a better one. Maybe one that has better cash back or better rewards that fit your needs. If the credit card that you have right now is not fitting your needs and you're not getting any cash back, then maybe it's time to give them the boot instead of trying to negotiate with them. And also, if you again are a loyal customer and you've been with them for years, call them. Maybe they have some kind of deal going on for people that are signing up but they're not giving to you. Remind them that you are a good customer. You've been with them for years. You would like some decent rewards. You would like some better cash back. Maybe one with lower interest rates, or one that, you get certain miles and gas points. There's so many credit cards out there that, give you rewards. The credit card that I have is Chase Unlimited. The thing that why I went with them was because of the whole cash back situation. I didn't care about points when it comes to traveling because I don't travel as much. I kind of weighed out my options. So I went with them because of the whole, I think it's 1.2% cash back on every purchase. So I'm paying my bills with that credit card. I'm buying groceries with it, but I'm technically getting money back. So I'm getting paid to pay my bills. I'm getting paid to go grocery shopping. I'm getting that percentage, a little percentage back each month, which is pretty cool. Again, you just gotta do your own research. Do not jump into the first credit card company you see. If you're not happy with your credit card company that you are right now and they're not trying to negotiate with you, move on. Just move on to another one. If you have good standing credit or amazing credit, or even in the middle, you're probably eligible to get the heck out of there and go to somewhere else that, will treat you better than what you have, because we all deserve better. So just think of that. Cable bills is to discuss your service offers. So if your service is not what it was, maybe it's time to get on the phone and talk to Xfinity, Talk to Verizon and see what's going on with your cable. Talk to them about your monthly bill. Why is it so high? Why did you get charged this amount of taxes? Why did you get charged these little fees that are all hidden in there? Also, look into the number of channels that you have. If you are watching 1 through 28, but you are paying for 1 through 100, maybe get rid of those other channels that you're not watching. You know, talk to them on what you could save by eliminating certain channels. But it's easy to just get on the phone and talk to a customer rep and see what they can do about eliminating channels, or just see what they can do about your monthly bill. Say you've seen an offer, and if they say that it's only for newcomers, ask why you didn't get it. I hate to say fight for your money, because I don't think it's nice to like be mean on the phone or anything like that, but you want to get to the bottom of why are you paying more even though you've been a loyal customer for all of these years. So I hate when companies do that, when they make out this awesome new feature or this new deal that's going on for new customers only, and it's like forget the remaining customers that they've been having for years that's been keeping them in business. So it's like, why not give your remaining customers some deals, you know? Review quality of service. Like I said before, if you have been a decent customer for all these years and you've noticed a decline in your service, you may be able to work out a deal. You may be able to, you know, just straight out tell them like, I'm not gonna pay for this anymore. I'm gonna get rid of this service if you guys do not do something about this. You know, my service isn't running like it used to. I'm paying higher than what I used to, and it's just not working out. And the last thing when it comes to negotiating your cable bill is to maybe start thinking of doing streaming services instead of having cable. I know, we all get used to things that are around us, and we all get used to like, you know, the certain little things that we've always had in our lives, but we're in 2020. The streaming services are amazing right now. Netflix, I mean, the cheapest plan is like $8.99, and if you have kids, it comes with a whole little like kid section, like I think a kid profile that you can just go on and they can choose their own thing to watch. And there's thousands, more than thousands of movies and stuff to watch on there. Awesome shows. Not just Netflix, there's Hulu, there's Disney Plus. Right now I'm addicted to Disney Plus. I have been non-stop watching So Weird, watching Halloween Town, so I'm reliving my childhood right now. But like I was saying, there are so many different streaming services for so many different people because we are all different. If you like ESPN, I know sports are starting back up. I'm not a sports head, but I grew up with people that were. Disney Plus comes with ESPN. So again, there's so many different streaming services, and if you are too frugal and you'd say, oh well, Kira, my cable is only $12 a month and I like the basic box, then that's fine. But hear me out. If you get rid of that basic $12 a month cable, there are other streaming services like Tubi TV, and I forgot the other ones, I think Pluto TV. There's a lot of like free streaming services that you can have, and all you're paying is your internet bill, which you're probably already paying for right now. I will have a list down below in the description box of all of the streaming services that you pay for, and then down below with that will be the streaming services that are free. So if you are on the frugal side and you don't want to pay for Netflix or Hulu, you can always go to like Tubi TV and Pluto TV. They have all free stuff on there that you can watch. There are commercials. Again, nothing is for really free in this world. Bear with the commercials, but also you were dealing with commercials when you had cable, so it's an easy switch if you really think about it. It's something that you shouldn't really overthink about. If you are trying your best to save money, then maybe it's time to ditch the cable bill. Cell phone bills. First thing is, what you want to do is to review your plan. Most plans include talk, text, and data, however you want to put it. You want to ask yourself, how much do you use of each? Are you using a lot more talking minutes, or however you want to call that? Are you using a lot more data? Are you going through a lot of gigabytes with that? Are you texting more often? Like, what are you using the most out of it, and what aren't you using? Also, the same thing goes for if you are going over certain parts of your plan. If you're going over your data, then maybe you want to get unlimited talk, text, and web, you know, because if you are paying for extra data and you are paying for, you know, extra text messages or extra talk minutes, then maybe it's time for you to go unlimited. Then you can avoid those hefty fees, and we all know they will charge an arm and a leg if you go over certain things. Another thing is that you can add lines. So here's a little story with this. You guys know, back in March, I would say, I did the whole what I spend and what I save in a month, my first video of that. And I was complaining about my $72 a month phone bill. I just felt like it was just too much. I felt like everyone around me was paying less. I got on the phone with Sprint. They did not want to help me. I complained to them saying, you know, I've been with you guys for 6 years and, you know, what's going on? Why can't you guys help me out? They suggested me to add a line for my plan to go cheaper. I didn't want to do that because who am I going to add on my line? Everyone else I know, like my mom, my sisters, everyone had their own plans, you know, with Boost Mobile, with Verizon, AT&T. Everyone's scattered all over the place and they're happy with their phone bills. So I kind of let it be for a little bit. I did my research. The minute I moved in with my boyfriend, he was like, all right, Kiara, since you pay $72 a month, why don't we call Sprint together and I add you on my account so your bill can be lower? It worked out. It finally worked out. I pay $35 a month for unlimited everything now, just because he added me on his phone. So we got rid of my whole single plan. I got added onto his account, and not only just me, but his sister is also on his account. If we were all to pay separate, it would probably be like, again, 70 something. He would probably pay like 80 something. It all depends on what plan they had. So adding lines can save you a ton of money. You are living with, you know, your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, and you guys have 2 separate phone bills, but you have the same company. Combine those lines together. You will save so much money. And I'm happy that it worked out with me, because you guys know how aggravated I was with paying the whole $72 a month. And the last thing when it comes to negotiating your phone bill is try your best not to lease phones. I know it's so hard, and I know you can get sucked into the whole new iPhone is coming out, new Samsung is coming out, I want it, I need it, I gotta have it. Get out of that mentality. With you leasing a phone, and I know a little bit about this because my sister actually did this. When she leased her Samsung Galaxy when they came out, she actually got charged way more than what the phone is actually worth. And it's kind of like buying a vehicle. You go to a dealership, you purchase a car. The minute you get off the lot, the value of your car goes down. I think it's like, what, 2 grand, 3 grand, something like that. So I feel like the same thing with phones. Phones, they're not investments. Same thing as vehicles, they're not investments. Deal with what you have. Do not lease a phone. I get it. If you do not have the money to buy a brand new phone, but you have a little bit of money, maybe go to the used route. Getting used phones, refurbished phones, they're still just as great. Yes, they're not brand new and they don't probably have all the new features that these new phones have, but if you give it time, you will be able to get that new phone when it goes on sale by the time your other phone dies. Moral of the story is, do not lease a phone. It's not worth having the latest tech. It's a waste of money. It's easier and it's better for you to purchase used / refurbished. Like I said, you end up paying a lot more on your phone bill each month when you are leasing a phone. And they get you. That's how they get you. That's how they add a little maintenance fees, and they add all these little fees to keep you sucked in. And of course you're gonna pay it because, I mean, you have to. You need your phone, right? It's 2020. We all need our phones. So look into that a little bit more. If you are needing a phone right now, do your research. Do not rush. Anyways, you guys, I hope you enjoyed. I hope this helped you out. I know I only talked about 3 bills. If you guys want me to do a part 2 on this video, let me know in the comment section below and I will gladly get that out for you. But on that note, I will catch you in the next one.